Rory approaches the apartment of the exotic animal smuggler, finds the door open, and enters it. The door quickly slams shut behind him. He draws his gun when suddenly we see the hook killer raise their weapon and slash. At the same time, Rory spins around and fires his gun. Outside, Donnie hears the shots and radios it in. He then bursts in gun drawn. At the PCPD, Trina asks Jordan if she's seen Rory. Jordan assumes he's around here somewhere as his shift just ended. She tells Trina that she's welcome to wait for him and he'll be happy to see her. She notes, not for long. She decides to head to Kelly's. Trina leaves and Jordan gets the call about Dunn's report. Back at the apartment, a middle-aged bald man is on the ground having been hooked. Dante hears someone in another room. Suddenly Rory, who has been hooked, stumbles out and falls onto the couch. He is bleeding from his mouth. Jordan and the other officers soon arrive. Dan relays that Rory said it was the hook, and she got away. Jordan calls in the medical examiner as Dante and the cops help get Rory to the hospital. At the hospital, Portia admits to Liz that she's not sure about having this wedding with Esme still on the loose. Liz assures her that Ethan will never be able to take another life again. Finn walks by, ignores Liz, and heads off. Portia asks how she knows Esme won't spill more blood. Liz suspects she's probably holed up somewhere waiting things out, but she'll eventually get caught. They get back to the topic of the wedding, and Portia hopes Liz and Finn will come. Liz says she will be there, but she can't speak for Finn. She reveals they are over. Finn runs into Gregory, who wants to take his son to dinner. Finn would rather throw himself into work, but Gregory thinks he needs a break. He can see his son is in a bad way. He also informs him Violet also senses he is sad about something. He hands Finn a drawing Violet made of herself and Finn. They talk about what happened between Finn and Liz without Finn going into the gory details. Gregory asks his son if he still thinks it is worth fighting for Liz. Suddenly, Jordan, Dante, and the others enter with Rory. Jordan tells Portia they need the antivenom, and Liz is stunned when Dante says it was the hook. At Kelly's, when Dex tries to leave after paying Cam for the meal he didn't eat, Spencer decks him. Spencer taunts him to hit back and do some damage if he can. Cam tells them to knock it off, and not to do this here and now. Joss points out that Spencer just got out of prison, and asks what did Dex do to him. Spencer knows he put Joss in danger and orders him out. Joss tells Dex he doesn't have to go, but Dex storms out in anger. Spencer asks what is it about Dex that makes Joss want to save him. Joss explains he saved Donna's mother's life. Cam scolds Spencer for decking him. Spencer says he did it for him, walks out, and runs into Trina. Curtis and Alexis work out at Sunny's gym while discussing their next move regarding the hook. Alexis is unsure what else they can do unless Jordan will confide in him. Curtis says she won't directly. He explains there is some new information on the case from the devil himself, Ryan Chamberlain. Curtis excuses himself to shower. After Curtis changes, he reveals to Alexis that Chamberlain believes Esme is not the killer. Curtis suspects there is more to Ryan and Esme's relationship than meets the eye. Just then he gets a call from Jorda. She asks him to pick up Trina and bring her to GA. She says the hook struck again. Outside of Kelly's, Trina asks what Spencer is doing here. He says he came for food, only to find out he's no longer allowed to stick up for friends. He vents to her and reveals once the remainder of his sentence is up he plans to leave town. Suddenly Curtis arrives and says he has something to tell Trina, and Cam and Joss should know too. Curtis, Trina, and Spencer head inside Kelly's, and Curtis states they all need to come to the hospital for police protection. He reveals there was another attack, and it's Rory. Back at the hospital, Alexis arrives and sees Dante covered in blood. He explains it's Rory's. Dan gets off the phone after telling some cops to secure the scene of the exotic animal smuggler's place. Jordan approaches and gives Alexis an official statement that one of their finest was cowardly attacked, and she refuses to lose another one of their own. Later, Alexis connects with Gregory, and they discuss that this attack was clearly the hook, even if Jordan won't confirm it. Gregory recalls when Rory arrived, Jordan asked for the antivenom. In the oar, Finn and Portia work on Rory. Liz asks Finn what if this wasn't the hook, because the antivenom is in short supply and shouldn't be wasted. He says they have to use it because if they save him from his wounds, the poison will still kill him.